Hey, Mr. Suhu, it's Ashley. So I wanted to start off my lesson with talking about going back to, I think it was before Christmas break. Or holiday break, whatever you want to call it. And you were giving a life lesson or something like that. And you were saying how, you know, maybe like accepting, like growing up, you have to like accept things or something like that. Really don't remember, but it got me thinking about my father and like accepting my father and understanding what happened and what he did and wanting to make like amends, I guess, with him and wanting to like have a better relationship with him. And I was thinking about it because it had been 3 years since I had really talked to my dad, and I was going through a lot of stuff and I was having a lot of issues, and it was really hard not to have my dad there or like have my dad like talk to him at least once a week or have my dad there say happy birthday to me or anything like that. So it was really difficult. And it had been 3 years, and I actually, funny thing is, Christmas, that day that we got let out for break, my mom ended up taking me to my dad's, and my dad lives in another state. He lives in Arizona because that's where I'm from initially. And I didn't know where we were going. I just knew I had to pack a bag and we were leaving, and packed a bag, and I didn't know what was going on. I was really scared and nervous. Like I didn't know what I did or what I did wrong. And turns out it was like we got there so late. I think we got there at like 3 in the morning, and my we pulled up to my dad's house, and I was just sleeping. And I wake up and I'm at my dad's house, and I freak out because me and my dad don't have a good history, and I was freaking out. I did not want my mom to do this. Like my mom betrayed me by taking me to my dad's because we had such bad issues, and he hurt me so much over the years that it hurt me that my mom would do that to me. And so I freaked out. I was crying, I was screaming. I didn't want to go. I had just waken up, and I didn't know what was going on. And turns out that I packed a bag because I was going to be staying with my dad for a whole week until Christmas Eve or whatever, until my mom picked me up. And I just remember that was like the day that like I was just like, why? I didn't know what was going to happen. I just knew that I had to get into my dad's house and I had to stay with my dad. And it was really difficult for me. Like it was really difficult for me to actually walk up the steps into his house and actually grasp that I was there and that it wasn't a dream and it was actually happening. Um, and it sucked. But that week, I realized that, things happen and my dad's there for me and I have my dad. And like, I initially realized that I really needed the trip and I really needed comfort and I really needed my dad. I still need my dad. Like, those 3 years without my dad was sucked. And I think every child, no matter boy or girl, needs their father in their life. And I just think it helped me realize who my dad is. And I think it helped him realize that I wasn't a child and that I knew what I wanted in life and that I wasn't going to accept a no. So that's my story. But I'm glad that we made amends or whatever. We worked things out.